Thanks, Rance. Maybe a nice piece of real estate would make her Valentine's Day special. The real estate market sets the tone for many of our financial decisions. And as we step in, welcome. First of all, we have had conversations with Mario, your predecessor, and you are the newly elected president of NEFAR. So congratulations.
Well, I'll tell you, all real estate is local. Right. So regardless of, what's going on in another part of the country, it's like what's happening here. NAR said that Jacksonville was one of the top 10 destinations in the country to come to Jacksonville because of its affordability. In 2024, 27% of the buyers were.
I'm from South Florida, so we always said, like, you've got all of Florida and then you have Jacksonville, which is kind of almost like a Georgia kind of feeling. And people are
to Florida, and we got to Northeast Florida, and we're like, this is where we want to raise our family.
Well, being in such a fantastic city does have great implications for the real estate market, which is something that you keep an eye on all of those trends. So how do those trends affect then potential buyers and sellers? Obviously, that makes it sound to me like it's a seller's market, but maybe not.
So, well, no, I think actually, finally, we're all going, we're moving into a balanced market.
Oh, nice.
Surely sellers were thrilled in the COVID market and they got 15 or 20 offers.
Yeah.
Buyers might have been thrilled in 2008 when there was 15 months worth of inventory. But the reality is that artificially affects the marketplace. And we have a healthy market somewhere between 2 and 4 months worth of inventory. You don't have to, be worrying about that there's going to be 15 offers. Some there might be more than one. But also for sellers, it's kind of understanding what market are you in and that it's not the COVID market. Probably thinking about offering concessions to help the buyer select and be able to buy your house with closing cost assistance is great. And then I think for buyers is kind of adjusting expectations, especially first-time home buyers. Sometimes they want to buy the fourth house first. And if you want to create wealth and get started in your life, if someone says, well, they don't like 6% interest, but if you pay rent, nothing goes to principal. It's all 100% interest, right?
Right.
So if you can just get in.
Interesting. Okay. Rewatch that. If you're staying in a rent situation because of the interest rate, that makes such good sense. So NEFAR is an association where that these are realtors, and they are experienced and they are qualified and they are credentialed. And if somebody wanted to either join and become a NEFAR realtor, or they just want to make sure that they're dealing with one, I think we have a website to share with you, and that's nefar.realtor. And that's where you can get more information. Kim, can we count on you to regularly come back and keep us updated?
Yes, ma'am. I would love to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks
We're going to be right back with more River City Live.